Governor, can we circle back to school accountability for just a second? You said that there's legislation coming that's going to try to bring all the voucher schools, all the choice schools into the same report card system as the public schools. You had an opportunity to do that last session and you didn't. So why, first of all? And second, what should these private schools have to report publicly?
I think part of the last time was getting agreement with the legislature. It's why we're working directly with people like Steve Costell and others in the Assembly and the Senate who were involved with our panel. It was Senator Olson as well to get something through, and it was the timing and the nature of dealing with that at the end of the legislative session. Going forward, I think it's imperative, and for us, what we want is an apples to apples comparison to the extent that we can, knowing it's not exactly that, but as close as we can, in terms of, as you know, having followed this, our school and school district accountability system, these new report cards, was really done for two reasons. One, we wanted an effective, transparent, objective way to measure, and secondly, parallel to that is we wanted to offer an alternative to No Child Left Behind. Because we thought the idea of one high-stakes test that the federal government dictated really wasn't best for Wisconsin, and we wanted a more viable alternative to that. So we got that. You know, it's going to continue to be tweaked and improved, but it's a much better project than what we had before, product than what we had before. And it covers a variety of things. It covers different areas. It covers both attainment and growth. To me, I'd love to see a parallel, because as a parent, thinking as a parent myself, if I was in a position where I had the opportunity to choose because of whatever, I'd want to know, okay, if my son or daughter is going into this school and I don't like what's happening there, first, what can I do to help improve that? And secondly, if it's not happening, what if I'm going to choose another school, be it a charter or a choice school or whatever, what's the difference? Because in both our public schools and in some of our voucher schools, there's claims made. And in some cases, they can deliver on them. Others, I think it's been highly questionable. And so what I'd like for every parent of every student who has access to public funds for schools in the state, a parallel universe in terms of what they would see and how those report cards would project.
And if the special needs vouchers pass and those private schools also get public money, should they also be a part of the report card system?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think long term, because again, if this is not about different types of systems or different types of schools, it's ultimately about the students and the families. The best case scenario for those families is no. I mean, as an advocate in the past of choice, I still think there's some choice schools that I don't particularly care for. And I think the best way to weed them out is the more transparent and objective there is a system to say, here are the schools, here's how they perform. If the school is failing, whether it's a public school or a choice school, if parents are armed with that information, I think they're going to opt to go to different places. Right now, the challenge in both public and private schools is there's not enough of them that are armed with that information.